Hello and welcome to Starfield. I'm Shadowcoast and welcome to the channel. In this video we are going to outline the fastest way, in my opinion, to level up early game, or probably at any point in the game. Now I rolled a new character. You can see I'm level 3. Now for missions, the only thing I had to complete was one small step, which I believe you're obligated to do to be able to freely roam the verse. So we basically took the minimum number of steps. You can see here I haven't done anything else on completed, just one small step, and I haven't done any other activities. I did put it on very easy, and that did net me to level 3 just getting to this point. So, we are going to power level by crafting adaptive frames. So the way we're going to do that is create an outpost where we farm iron and aluminum and just craft and craft and craft. So we are on the planet Jemison in Alpha Centauri, which we have to go to complete um, this mission, one small step. And here, when we're running from the landing pad, if you kind of head left and come up here, you're going to see the viewport and the Jemison Mercantile. And we're going to come in here and we're going to buy, I want to say 6 or 7 resources that'll be critical to do what we want to do. So first, we're going to come down here to resources. We want to buy all the adaptive frames we can, all the aluminum we can, all the beryllium we can, all the copper that we can, all of the lead that we can, all of the, where is it? Iron that we can, and all of the tungsten that we can. Um, Now we're going to want to do this a couple times, so we're going to need to reset the vendor's inventory. So the fastest way we can do that is actually sit on a bench, wait 48 hours universal time, which is equivalent to 24 hours local time. So you see 50 hours universal time, it resets 48 hours. Unfortunately, we have to do the full 24 since 23 hours does not get us the 48. So do that a couple times. I recommend doing it at least 3 times, although I think I personally have done it probably like 4 or 5 times at this point for the example of this video. Now, one thing that I like about the Jemison Mercantile is if you go to your ship, go to your cargo hold, click on your inventory and resources, you can see all the resources that I purchased: adaptive frame, aluminum, beryllium, copper, iron, lead, and tungsten. We can actually store these on our ship because we are close enough. Now you saw my ship is at max capacity because I've done this a bunch, so I'm fully stocked on those resources to the highest degree possible. It is important to make this efficient. Make sure you're not encumbered or over encumbered because then you cannot fast travel. Now we are going to go to the map here. We're going to head back to where this all started. That's right, we're heading back to the Narian system, which I believe is where the game starts. And we're going to this planet here, Anderfon, which is a moon of Sumati. So it's not a planet, I guess it's a moon, right? And we're going to then click X to set a course and then jump to. Now, sometimes when we are doing this, you might encounter enemies that you're going to have to clear out. But luckily this time it looks like we're fine. So we're going to click M on mouse and keyboard and R to scan the planet. Hold down R. And now we can see where we have iron and aluminum deposits. Now the key to building this outpost is that we want to be able to farm both iron and aluminum in the same spot to make this efficient. So we are going to look around here and try to find a spot where iron and aluminum appear to be close together. So just to note, this is aluminum. If you left click, you can kind of see, or if you hover over, you can see the resource. So just make sure you're looking at the resource right. And this, I believe, is randomly generated each time. Um, or the planet is between playthroughs. So it's not like there's like a specific spot I'd recommend. You're gonna have to just kind of eyeball it, and we're gonna outline some stuff once you land. So here, this looks to be pretty promising. Aluminum, iron. Now if I left click here to land, you see mountain region. If I left click here, you see crater region. So we're going to kind of go in between the two, and we're going to know that when we head towards mountainous landscapes, it'll have iron. When we head towards more flatter, cratered areas, it should have aluminum. So let's go ahead and land. So this will take the most time in positioning your outpost, which will be a little aggravating, but hopefully we'll luck out here. Now you see this silver gray on the ground and then the red in the distance. The silver gray is going to represent more likely to have iron deposits, while the red will have aluminum. That's just how the game works. So we're going to click F to open our scanner, R to start laying down our outpost. And you can see here we have iron in the top left, but what we really want is aluminum. So we're going to head towards the red because, as I mentioned, the red area is going to denote aluminum. So we just want to make sure that we don't lose sight of our iron, which we might. Now, if you can't get this to work in a timely fashion, I would just take off and land again, because each time you land, I believe it generates its own kind of little map. So you see aluminum here. Now, unfortunately, it looks like, oh, here we go. Here we go, iron and aluminum. So we're gonna plop down that outpost right there. Fantastic. Now, in this mode, if you click V on mouse and keyboard, we're gonna have a much better view. I'm just actually running to the actual outpost. So I'm gonna click V, and in this view, I'm gonna kind of move around. So iron is gonna probably be, yeah, over here. So here, you see where the coloration is. We can actually place the iron extractor. We're gonna want to place at least 4 of these. So we're gonna do 1, 2, and the number you can place is really going to be determined on your resources here. 3, 4. Beautiful. Now let's go over to aluminum. We know we're going to head towards the red, and here we go. We have a spot here. 1, 2, 3. If you can place 5, definitely place 5. But we're going to start with 4 each. And if I'm looking at the resources, we might come back and place another one. Now I am going, did not mean to exit that view. Now, if you look in the bottom right, you see needed power 40, total power 0. If I click C in the top right, we're going to switch over to electricity and power. So we're going to just put some power in the vicinity. I'm not going to take too much time to make this look pretty because this is an example video. You can see I need a bunch of these, and you can see that's why I bought the copper, aluminum, beryllium. 42. Great. Now that we're powered, we're going to want to create storage. So we're going to want to create kind of 2 storage bins. So 1 for aluminum. So we're going to do 2 there. I'm going to put another one over here. I'm hoping I can stack a bunch of them. Nope, I want to... Alright, so we have 2. Why don't we just make 3 each? We're going to be creating more storage bins. Alright, so we maxed out storage bins. Alright, now I'm going to click Tab to modify mode. And what I need to do is I need to actually right click and I have to tell where my extractors are going to send their resources. So right clicking the extractor and then right clicking on the storage. Now I believe in the research hub, so in the lodge, if you go to the basement, there's like a research station. You are going to want to try to complete level 1 manufacturing, because I don't know if you can do output links, which I'm doing right here, without doing level 1 manufacturing. Don't quote me on that 100%. I just went ahead and researched it just in case. So you might want to kind of check and make sure that's the case. All right. Now, since we are level 3 here, I'm going to go back to tab build mode, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to want to put a industrial workbench. And I'm just gonna put that right here. And then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna put a bench kind of right by it. Alright, so I'm clicking Z and C. Now, I always recommend you put some defensive turrets around. So that's where we got the lead from. So I'm going to put some defensive turrets around to make sure nobody screws with my manufacturing station. So we're just, or my outpost here. If you are later game, you can assign people, which is great because they will defend your outpost. So I am just building a bunch, and you can see here I'm going to need power to kind of power them. Oh, so 6, we've reached our allotment. Let's go back to solar arrays. Alright, now we are good to go. So just modify mood. Alright. So I'm going to exit. And now we have our little thing set up. I'm actually going to sit on the bench. So time dilation, part of the reason we picked this planet is that it has good time dilation. So we're going to go ahead and just wait 10 hours here, making sure that things are kind of running smoothly here. And we're actually going to start expanding our storage. So then once we get a lot of storage, we are going to then head to Venus for even better time dilation. Now, one of the things that we have to be aware of is that there is wear and tear, where we're going to have to repair things, and then we can potentially be attacked, which could, also damage stuff. So that's why we have the turrets there. So you can see here, if we look, 4%, 150. Oh, so one thing we're going to want to do is we are going to want to eventually, I can't, we're going to science this. I can't remember if we have to link each storage container or not. So we're going to science this. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to click E to create a bunch of adaptive frames. So now that we have 99, which we're going to be generating a lot more than that, we're going to go back. So I'm already level 4. We're going to go back into build mode. Where's our... pass it. Oh, I do not want liquid storage. I don't know what I was thinking there. So we're gonna... The angling is kind of a pain, which is sometimes frustrating. Alright, so we've just built a bunch, and great. So we're going to science this and see. So right now, if we do this, we were able to make 99. We used some resources, but effectively what we're going to science here is to see if they automatically link or if we have to manually link storage containers. So I'm hoping that's not the case. If we take a look here, we have 144 aluminum, 0 iron. So if we sit here and wait, let's see how this works. So in my videos, some of them I edit, but a lot of the times on these how-to videos, I like to do soup to nuts just to make sure that in the editing process I don't miss something obvious. So some of these videos do tend to be longer. I do apologize for that, but that's just kind of how I run some of these videos. But you guys have the concept now. So effectively, the last thing we were trying to figure out here is if we have to link the storage containers to make sure that we can kind of maximize resources. So I haven't actually done that. If we do have to do it, we do it just like we did with the extractor, where we right click and just connect them. I think they're automatically connected. So what we're gonna look for here is to see if more than 2 storage containers are full, which hopefully they are, and I'm not seeing that. Oh wait, they do have stuff in them. That one did. So I think it worked. I think I think it worked. I don't think we have to go through and no, that's the liquid one. I can't fully tell. We might want to link it anyways just to be safe. So we're just gonna go here, craft a bunch. Alright, so the other thing that we're going to want to do that I meant to do before is let's create more extractors if we can. Oh, we don't have enough iron, so we're just going to wait. And one of the things we're going to want to make sure we do is there will be wear and tear on our extractors. So we just want to keep that in mind. So we're going to fully science this and see if we do in fact have to link these storage containers. I don't think we have to. If we did, we just go in and we would go to modify mode and just link. By creating a chain of output links, incoming items will fill up the storage container at the end of the chain first. This is useful for providing storage for output of extractors and builders. So maybe we should actually take time to link storage containers together, which takes time. So we're just going from the main one to these other ones. And then we don't have to worry about it not working. I think it automatically is kind of, well actually no, I don't know if it's linked. Alright, so this is kind of a pain. This takes a little longer than I expected, but yeah, I would just link those up. Now we're going to enter this mode, build mode. Where is these? This is the aluminum area. So we're going to go to another one. Can I? Yeah. Now we just want to make sure we're linking in. And one of the things you're going to see is that there's potential wear and tear on our extractors. So you see the integrity level, so far they're in good shape. Now we're just going to go do the iron extractor. See if we can plop a few more of these down. Or did I not do a good... Yeah, can we do one more? I should have distanced them out a little bit differently if I was smarter, putting them out on the outer edge and then you can put some in the middle. That's okay. This is a... Alright, so the one thing I just didn't do there is I did not link the new extractor. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and create some adaptive frames. We are going to go to build mode. gonna go down to storage. Alright. You guys... I have not figured out canoodling. Alright. So then we come here. We are gonna go to edit mode. Let's just try to link in some of these containers. Should be fine. I'm not sure if we have to link him, but it's just worth the 3 minutes to do it. Alright. Now, this is where time dilatation's our friend. We are going to go to the Sol system. Unfortunately, this early game, we just have to... Oh, we can't fast travel. Oh boy. Alright, so we're going to dump a bunch of stuff because we're carrying too much stuff. We're going to put this over here a little way away from our station. Let's go to resources and we're going to drop all this stuff. Alright. Now let's go to the Sol system.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course
Alright.
and prepare to be scanned.
We're going to go to Venus. Set course. Doesn't matter where we land. We're just doing the time dilation here. So once we do this once, we can then fast travel, I believe, back to the location. You just have to, like, enter your ship. We're gonna get up. We don't need to leave the ship. So we can't build on this planet unless we have upgrades to outposting, which I have not picked yet. This is just early game, literally no perks outside of just picking homesteader. See the time dilation here? We're gonna let 2,400 hours pass, 24 hours local time. Then we're gonna beam back to our outpost, and that is when our power leveling really begins. You can see here you can just build infinite containers then, and this gets supercharged. So let's see how many levels we can gain. I believe we are at about 23 minutes of recording. Again, soup to nuts, it takes a little time to get set up. But if you just want to gain a bunch of levels, investing an hour in doing this might be worth your time, because then you can get a bunch of extra perk points so you can start building out all your perks. Let's open up the map. Go back to Narian. Anderfon. Land on our outpost. Alright, so... What? Did I screw this up? I thought these were all connected. But I might have screwed up. Alright. Here we go. So we are going to click E, 99, E, 99, and we're just going to do this all day long. Not all day long, for 5 minutes. So we're going to power level up. You can hear us gaining levels. Sweet sound of gaining levels. So E tap the 99, E tap the 99, confirm, and we keep going. There we go. So let's see, what level are we now? We are level 10. So we gained 6 levels. Run far away. Gonna drop this stuff. Well, actually, yeah, just for purposes of this video, we're gonna drop it. We would actually probably build more. We would probably build more storage containers and link them up. So here, the other thing you want to do is just make sure when you're in edit mode, just check on the integrity of all your areas. So if they were attacked, you might need to repair. So that'll just be kind of frustrating if you're like waiting and nothing's happening. So now we're going to go to the map. Going to go back out over to Sol. We are going to click on Venus. So we're going to land here. I think landing actually, in retrospect, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, we still have to run to our ship because it's just where we landed. We can't build an outpost here unless you have harsh environments. So just keep that in mind. And we are going to board. And we are going to lay down. Let time pass. And you guys got the concept. So let's let time tick down here and then just see how far we can get in under 30 minutes. Alright. Heading back to Narian. Oh. I did not do that right. So if you did go on to find this video helpful, please drop a thumbs up. That's a great way to support the channel. We are going to just see how many more levels we can get here. You guys got the gist. So we're at 30 minutes. We're just gonna see this through now that we've set this up. You guys should have the concept now, but you can see just how efficient this is, where I'm just taking, you know, half an hour here in this video alone. I haven't edited anything. You guys get to see everything that I'm doing, and just over and over and over. If you want to spend half an hour to an hour doing this just to gain some levels so you get those perks that you can assign, probably worthwhile. Alright, we're coming down here to the end. Alright, what are we at? Level 18, so we didn't quite get to 20. If we were smart and we kept adding more storage containers and waiting longer, you can see the concept. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please drop a thumbs up and hope to see you in future videos. Shadow Coast out.